Here, and I'm ready to do my full review on the Cold Steel AD10. This is a really cool knife, very cool offering. It's a design by Andrew Demko. He does make custom versions of this, or he did. And Cold Steel picked it up as a production model. Very cool drop point, big boy, thick boy. I really like this. When I first got it out of the package, Kyle from DTOM Knives and Gear sent it my way. Shout out to Kyle. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I thought this was the 4Max. If you watch my unboxing, I was like, oh, the 4Max. Because it's freaking huge. And this is just the AD10. There's an even bigger version. Like, holy cow. So let's just start by saying Andrew Demko is awesome. He's a master of knife making and ingenuity, innovation in terms of locks. He has the triad lock, the scorpion lock, the shark lock, the ram lock, probably something else I don't know about. And they're all strong as hell. That's his thing. He wants a strong knife that won't, fail, which he succeeded the first time, but whatever. Aesthetically here, we have a drop point blade, S35VN steel, a lock back, black G10, which is pretty smooth, which I really like. Thank you, Cold Steel. I think it's a reversible clip, but so it's not a reversible clip. You can carry it lefty, but you have to put the lefty version of the clip on. That's how I understand it. I don't have that here. You have this weird hole in the bottom of the handle here. I don't know what that's all about. Haven't really figured it out. I guess you could lock it. You could put something through there and essentially lock this knife up. That might be what that's about. I don't know. Interesting. I really like the aesthetics of it. It's just a beefy bruiser of a knife. Yeah, it's really cool, guys. This is definitely a sweet knife. So that's aesthetics. And then ergonomics, it's absolutely fantastic. This thing fits in my hand like a freaking glove. It has a forward finger choil that's also very comfortable. It has jimping up here, which is spaced out a good bit, and you don't really feel it like jimping. It's just kind of some notches up here, so it's fine. It's comfortable that way. Choking up is good, and choking back is good. It's one of the few knives where I'm comfortable in both positions. Usually they sacrifice something when they add the choil in the front. Then it usually is tiny down here and less comfortable or something. But this knife, very comfortable like this and very comfortable like this. I don't do all the reverse grips and the draw cuts and shit that Jake and Kyle tell you about. I've never held a knife like this in my life. I mean, maybe if I get in a fight one day, I'll do it just to look cool. But at that point, I'll probably be dead because I suck at any kind of martial arts. And I'd probably pull my gun, but whatever. Back to the knife. Yeah, ergos are good, guys. Very solid. The carry on it, since we're kind of talking about ergos, surprisingly good. Now, this is obviously a thick boy. I mean, look at this monstrosity of a knife. So it takes up about a half to 3/4 of my pocket. And I actually carry other stuff in that pocket, like chapstick and stuff. Had no problem. Obviously, I had to reach past the knife, and I could feel it and everything, but it was fine. No problem. I try to just carry my knife and then chapstick or something in that pocket, so it's not a big deal for me. If you carry a bunch of stuff in your knife pocket, this is probably not the guy for you, or you want to put it in your back pocket. But the clip is fantastic. Even though it's huge and wide, it works great. The material is smooth. It's not rough G10 like that AD15. So it's a dream to carry and hold and use. I love it. I really do. I love it. Now, this knife has one downfall for me personally, and that's the lock. So it's not that it's a back lock, because I actually have kind of learned to enjoy backlocks now. I have a Chaparral. Let's see. Yeah, I have it on me today. So I have this Chaparral. I can't even flick this. Like, I can't flick it. I slow roll it out, and then I do this guy, and I close it. And I can fidget with this knife all day. Somehow I'm one of those people who loves to fidget, and knives that I can't fidget with bother me. But this to me is fidgeting. And this thing is just such a good cutter that I don't really care all that much, but it works fantastic. This knife, the downfall with it is it's scary to one hand close. I'm going to be honest. Maybe I'm being a pussy, whatever, but it is what it is. Because you use the thumb stud and it flicks out really nice. That's fun. But then when it closes, there's nothing to catch. Like, there's nowhere to catch. Like, you don't have a flipper tab to catch on your finger or something like that. So you have this huge-ass blade just coming down to cut your finger off. I have learned that if you stick your finger out like this, like up as high as you can like this, I'm probably going to cut myself, and then hit the back lock. Shit. You can catch the bottom of the edge there. You see that? That got me. I mean, if I had let that go any further, it would have cut me. And even that's the safest I can do with this thing. So you don't do it, you know. You two-hand close it. You grab it like this, push the back lock, and then close it like that. So it's not a fidgety knife. That's the downfall for me. That's why I would not buy one, personally. But as a work knife, guys, this thing is fantastic. I carried it for a couple days. Today I had to open a box with a printer and set the printer up and cut all the, you know, the little plastic and the packages and the box. And then I had to get it all out to the trash, whatever. And I used this knife today, and it is fantastic, guys. It's super comfortable. It has a relatively thin edge for being such a thick boy like that. I don't even know if I could start to tell you what it is behind the edge. I'm sure it's thick. I'm sure it's like 25 thousandths behind the edge. But the way this grind is done, which it looks to be a flat grind that goes about 3/4 of the way up, it just cuts like a dream. Like, it really is a good cutter, and it's a good work knife, guys. If you need a sturdy work knife, are you kidding me? This is like the best option out there. It's just comfortable. It's smooth. The blade is huge and thick, and you could cut through whatever the hell you want with this thing. I mean, I would argue this is one of the beefiest folders out there. At least a reasonable one. Yeah, there's like the Midgard's Viking. Okay. But like, this is a production knife you can get for, a couple $100 or whatever. And you could destroy this thing working construction or something, that's not me. So I don't need it, but I could definitely see why this is a super popular model. I absolutely love it. If somebody gave me one, or, it came up in a trade somehow, I would take it and I would keep it in my collection, I think, just because it's a cool knife. So that's the AD10, guys, from Cold Steel. Very cool knife from Demko. Again, I think they're like $180, $200 if I'm not mistaken. S35 VN steel, I think I said that, made in Taiwan. So, recommendations. It's an ambi knife, guys, with that lefty clip. It's completely ambidextrous. So for lefties and righties, if you need a heavy-duty work knife, yes, I recommend this knife 100%. If you're trying to decide between the AD10 and the AD15, unless you're confident you're going to get that strap lock down and it's going to be fun for you, because I got it down and it's just not fun, then I would say choose the AD10 all day. All day. Now, if you can get an AD20, you got to go AD20. That's the best Demko out there. But in terms of those two, AD10 all day. Great knife from Cold Steel. Yeah, I really like it, guys. So I'm going to stop gushing over this knife. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.